What's up, guys? Just want to review three stocks today. We're going to go over AMD, Lucid, and NVDA. Let's break it down real quick. AMD first. We made a video on this yesterday. We were talking about that 138 level. That level has broke. So if you look here using the Webull chart, they were up at 137 this morning and then sold off all the way down to 130. I definitely think we're getting buying opportunities coming soon. This is excellent. Down 5% today. Let's zoom out a little bit. Let's look at the 1 year chart. Look at year to date. You can see here that when you zoom out, this is starting to crack potentially, but you have levels of support. So if you're bag holding, I wouldn't be too concerned. I just want to definitely just point out these levels to you really quick. Right here at this 122 level, there's definitely some areas. Now that we can see that this trend line has broken, what I want to do is see where we go tomorrow. Let's see if we make a new low. We just made a new low today at the 130 level. If we break 130 today, I'm going to be looking to take a position tomorrow in AMD. But if you look right here and you zoom out right around 128, there may be potential buyers coming in. What I really want is the 122. Since I want 122 on AMD, you have to really kind of zoom out for this to really get the perspective here. Because if we pull back from 130 all the way, I don't think we're going to pull back this much, but fingers crossed, I hope we do. It's a good buying opportunity entering 2025. Another 5% pullback. I'm going to start dollar cost averaging in, taking a look at them. Remember, on the 5-year chart on AMD, this is what you have with this trending channel. So you definitely have to be wary, but this is definitely a level right here at 122. You have some consolidation up here as high as 132 breaking and now coming down. So definitely take a look at that. Lucid stock, I have shares in this. I'm going to continue to dollar cost average in them. Anything under $2.50, I'm a buyer. And I have shares at $2.13 for full disclosure. But we had a monster move up today. I mean, this was huge. From $2.30 all the way up to about 273. That's a 17% move. And then from that 17% move, I like to see how much it retraces. It pulled back 7%. So now that we finally had that pop, we were holding the $2 range. I think we're easily going to get another point out of this. I'm going to continue to hold my shares. I'm not taking any gains. I'm holding long term anyway. But I want to find entries to re-add. So I do think potentially if we can get that move past 278, we can get back up to the 335. Another 25% move, but a lot of green volume coming in here. Look at this green volume. But remember, this thin wick right here, no buyers after 2.6 all the way to 2.73. RSI is 83 right now. You just got to be very careful. Don't just buy into the hype. See if you can get a pullback. If you're looking to get into Lucid, you think it's too late, maybe 2.3 you can start dollar cost averaging in. But it's hard to tell right now. We need to see what happens in this area of consolidation. I mean, just looking at the 1 minute and just resetting the chart on the 1 day channel. I mean, it's got to hold 2.5, but I'm gonna buy more shares at 2.3. That's what I'm waiting for. NVDA is another stock that I am watching heavily. I want to show you something that I'm seeing on the charts. You let me know in the comment section below if you are seeing this. You had a mini inverse head and shoulders before, right here, and then right in here. That was your shoulders, and then right here is your head. What I'm seeing now is, will we get a pullback to retest this shoulder length right here around 135? If we can get that pullback, I'm going to be looking to take an entry. Why am I going to take an entry? The reason is because if you look in this area right here, you can see this consolidation at the 135, 136 range. Look how thin these wicks are from 136 all the way down to 135.6. Very thin touch here, very thin touch here, very thin touch here. That's where I'm looking to take my first stab into NVIDIA tomorrow, if we can pull back. Now you have to look at the lows when you're buying these dips. So once it's below 137.13, which you can see right here, let it sell off. If it breaks it, let it continue to sell off. Because if we can get that pullback, you will have strength in this area. When I zoom back on the 6-month chart on the 4-hour time frame, you can see you've had some consolidation in this area as well. You have consolidation here and right here. I'm going to be waiting for this pullback at 135 to take my stab. And in the grand scheme of things, less than 1 month ago, NVIDIA was up to 152, has pulled back all the way down to 131, blasted back up to 146, now to 137. You're going to have buyers coming in. I mean, you're buying the end of the year. People looking to take profits. Sometimes you can get some unusual selling activity. Best case scenario, if we don't buy at the 135, let's say it looks weak tomorrow, I am definitely looking to buy around 133 to 135. That's where I'm going to become a bag holder of NVIDIA, buying in this range. So if it pulls back a reasonable 3%, 3.4%, which you can see on the right side of the screen, that's not too much to ask for, but the level I'm looking at is like a 1.5 to 2% pullback to 135. If we get that lucky and it pulls back even more, and we're at 132, 131, this is definitely where I'm going to buy. So definitely just watch these levels tomorrow. Let's see what it does tomorrow. Does 137.5 hold? If it does hold, there's your bounce right there. If it doesn't, check the 135 level, feel it out with the level 2, and then watch that 132 to 133 because you have clear consolidation where you had bounces right in this area and then right in this area. This is what I'm looking out for tomorrow. So I just wanted to spread that, let you guys see what I'm looking at. And I'm just going to give one more stock that I've been watching. I know this is not everybody's favorite, but look at Intel. I mean, look at on the last, just look at on a max yearly chart. This chart looks really nasty. But when it does sell off, it eventually gets big moves. So it's been selling off, showing a lot of weakness. But over the past 6 months, I mean, you have this area right here. We're going to see if it can hold. If it can hold this $20 level, I do believe that there is potential on a long-term prospect here to make a move back up to like $25, $26, another 30%. But Intel's got some fundamental issues with the CEO going on. They have to choose a CEO and they got to choose their path. But when I break this down on the smaller time frame and we pulled back within like a couple of days, all the way from $25 down to 20, you're down 18%. I could realistically see a move back up to 23.2 in the short term, but it's all under the preface, do we hold $20? If we don't hold $20, this move is not going to work out. And then looking at the last 5 days, it's just slowly been bleeding. But now since the 5th, it's been consolidating in this $20.60. So let's see if this holds tomorrow. If this breaks tomorrow morning, don't even worry about it. It's just going to keep selling off, and your next target should be around $18 to $19, which is right in this area here. You can see it. So that's just want to bring that up to you. Take a look at these stocks. Tell me what you think in the comments section below.